up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Franchise Guy. Come back at you again with another episode of Madden 19, my career featuring Chance Bishop. Featuring your boy Chance Bishop, the left outside linebacker, who's the pass rushing linebacker, who is literally probably one of the best linebackers, edge rushers, sackers, whatever you want to call him, in the NFL. He's just that good. Guaranteed Hall of Famer, set to break every record, single season, single game, career. Just give him like 5 years and he'll beat it. But right now, taking on the Washington Redskins, who is my brother's favorite team. And as long as we beat the Redskins, I'm okay with that. Just because it's his favorite team. And every time I play the Redskins, I'm going to make sure I bring up it's my brother's favorite team. I don't know why. I don't really see reason why I did not bring it up, but it's going to be brought up every time. What is it? We got Burton over here. Mr. Burton spelled wrong. We're starting to go off with a sack. You know, first tackle, first sack of the game. You know, first quarter. 3.5 minutes left. Third and 13 now. And okay, we're just gonna chase him down. Chase down Burton. Second sack of the game. Go around the running back. He was too afraid to block us. We're just gonna stun on him one time. Look at this. Running back just too afraid to block us. Picks up Fletcher Cox though. Look at that. Rounds the corner. 4 7-yard loss. Gets him from behind. Throws him to the ground. And I mean, look at that. You think, oh, running backs aren't going to block us, but linemen can't block us either. Tight ends can't block us either because we're going to stop the run game too. Yeah, look at that. We're squirrely. We're going to try to fight for this fumble right here. We don't get the ball, actually. Someone else gets it, but, we're part of it. We brought the pressure at least. Minute five left in the second. And look at that. Our third sack of the game. 4 tackles. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I mean, Chance Bishop, literally the greatest pass rusher of all time. 4th sack of the game so far. 3rd quarter. 25th sack of the season. Officially breaking Michael Strahan's record. 5th sack of the season, of the game. 10th tackle of loss on the season, which is kind of weird that, see, for baseball it makes sense. A home run counts as a hit, a run, an RBI, and a home run. Okay? But a sack counts for a sack. Doesn't count for a tackle. Doesn't count for tackle for loss. At least it doesn't in Madden. It doesn't track it like that. Which is kind of weird. Not really understanding why it doesn't track them like that. Look at Chance go. Another 9-yard loss. Forced by Chance Bishop. Rocking those 99 overall cleats. That we won 7-0. Had 100 passing yards, 89 rushing yards. We forced them to 190 offensive yards right there. That's what you gotta do sometimes if you want to beat teams. You just gotta force them to not score. Defense is gonna win championships, hands down. Team, the next game we got to take on the Carolina Panthers. It looks like Philadelphia versus Carolina. North or South, we don't care. Just Carolina Panthers. See, I said that one time to a friend of mine, and like, well, what Carolina are they? And I'm like, I don't know. The border. No one knows what Carolina the Panthers play in. They just kind of play in the Carolinas. They're just there. They just showed up one day in '95, like, alright, we're a team now. Cam Newton, he's definitely in his 30s by now. He definitely probably would have retired in real life because Cam Newton does not have the longevity of, say, like a Brett Favre or a Tom Brady, or even, I feel like if Carson Wentz gets heavy, he's going to have some longevity in him too. Cam Newton definitely does not have the longevity to be playing 4 years into the future because he's supposed to retire by the time he's like 32 at most. Ron Rivera is still the head coach. And Matt Prater now is on Panthers as well. So who knew? 1st and 10. Getting this game off right. We're just going to start taking on the run game. Aaron Jones or Adam, I think it's Aaron Jones, the running back. He's the guy for Green Bay. He gets hurt. 4th and 5. They're going long. Pass rush gets in there, forces a bad throw, interception by someone who 127 is. That's not the. It's not Malcolm Jenkins anymore. Malcolm Jenkins doesn't play for this team. Hasn't played for this team in a long minute, apparently. Halftime steps. We're up 21-3. Just over 200 yards where they have less than 7 yards of offense. I mean, the Eagles have had some good defense. They've had Jerome Brown. They've had Reggie White. They've had some pretty good defenses in their history. But none of them as good as Chance Bishop and Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Chance Bishop, 10 times better than any other defensive line in the history of defensive lines. Just saying. Jared Goff got 4 for 9, 43 yards. Todd Gurley, 6 attempts, 31 yards. Cooper Kupp, 1 catch for 18 yards. I mean, the Oakland Raiders are 5-4. The Ravens have Sam Bradford. I mean, Robert Kelly, too. Eesh. Just a bunch of weird players in the one teams. Yeah, second and 12, getting on the run again. It's time for Foreman. I mean, we just play the run really well. We play a lot of things really well. We make a lot of bad tackles, too. Look at that. Gonna force a safety right there. 3rd and 5 right now. Gonna get in here. Gonna dive at Cam Newton. Cam Newton's gonna throw a bad pass still. That's intercepted by Carl Anthony. I think his name's Carl. It's like Carl or Cameron. It's King Anthony. He's our boy though. We like him. He's nice. But that's not what your team needs though. In the final minute of a game when you're down by, 34 points, you don't need to be throwing interceptions. Look at that. Caleb. I was so off with Carl. It's Caleb Anthony. Yeah. 37-3, 225 passing yards, 208 rushing yards, 7 yards play, and 2 takeaways each. I mean, pretty bad game right there. For Cam Newton, he's probably a Hall of Famer, just because he has like the all-time leading record for rushing touchdowns for a quarterback. Kind of weird. Taking on the Cowboys now. Dak Prescott was our first career sack, and whenever you can play the Cowboys, definitely enjoy sacking him because just makes life so much easier. It really does. Makes life a lot easier when you have to think that the team you dislike the most, team you grew up disliking the most, you're just gonna sack them for a living. You make your bread and butter off sacking this one quarterback. You make your bread and butter, make sure this team right here doesn't make the playoffs. And so far, we've done a pretty good job of keeping them out of the playoffs. I mean, I don't think they've made the playoffs last season. And if they did, they didn't win anything because we beat them. Just saying. But Richie James back out there taking punts. I mean, we get like a lot of random people kick return. That first sack of the game at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. 28th sack of the season. That coming in again. Then we get a half a sack credit right there, maybe, but there's a forced fumble pickup. We do get a half sack right there. Fletcher Cox, Chance Bishop get in there for the sack. We don't need Cox this time. Chance Bishop levels him. 2 sacks in the game. Guess he didn't get the half sack last time. Never mind. Look at that. 1st and 10. Dak Prescott gonna try and stay in the pocket, and Chance Bishop just jumps on his back, drags him down. 30th sack of the season. I mean, this Cowboys offensive line just can't stop Chance Bishop. Look at that. Another sack. 4th sack of the game for Dak Prescott. I mean, he just tried to roll out of the pocket that time. He just got dragged down by the horse collar. Look at that. He thinks he has a pocket, and then they send Chance Bishop with a delayed blitz for the 5th sack of the season. He does a little Bernie, center field. He's loving the boos. They're shutting out this Cowboys team, and they end up winning 17-0. 214 passing yards, 82 rushing yards to the Cowboys. It's 87 yards of offense. I mean, you can't win a game like that. Dak Prescott looking extremely defeated. That's what we love to see. Dak Prescott, Zach Martin, just super defeated. Best part of being an Eagles player right there, just ruining their days. I mean, Best part right there. Taking on the Bucks right now. I think they have Zane Abbott, something like that. They have some weird quarterback name because they didn't re-sign Jameis Winston. I mean, not the worst quarterback they could possibly have, I guess. I mean, he's probably better than Winston, because Winston isn't the greatest quarterback when you actually think about it. But look at this. Got all of our guys. I don't understand how we don't have a captain's patch yet either. I mean, we definitely deserve it. We have the all-time sack record, and we don't have a captain's patch. We're not even an honorary captain. I'm not sure. Maybe if that's like an in-game thing that decides if I get a captain's patch, or it's not possible for me to get a captain's patch. I really don't know, but I wish I could have one. I really do wish I could have one because that'd be awesome to have. But taking on the Buccaneers at home. Uh, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Paludi, something or other. Chance Bishop though doesn't care. He's gonna sack the quarterback. First sack of the game. Second tackle. So I guess he got a combined tackle somewhere in there. His 33rd sack of the season. Oh boy, Chance Bishop, calm down. Look at that. Another sack of the game. Forces a fumble. Fumbles recovered by the Eagles. Brandon Graham gets the fumble recovery that time. I mean, we just put the Eagles back in scoring possession right after a complaint. Yeah, jumped on the run, jumps on his back, takes him to the ground. Chase Bishop, a literal animal right now. A 3rd and 5. That little interception play right there doesn't work on Chance Bishop as he gets his 2nd and a half sack of the game. Doesn't help this time. He gets the whole sack this time. Jumps on his back, brings him to the ground. 35th sack of the season. I mean, Chase Bishop, probably the greatest player of all time. Look at him. Forces a second fumble of the game as he throws him to the ground. 24-3 lead, just under 5 minutes left in this game. And, that's it. That's it for the game. We end up playing 31-3. But if you guys this episode, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for next episode. If you guys missed the episode, make sure you guys check the playlist down below. It has all the previous Chance Bishop episodes. So peace out, rock on YouTube, stay classy.